Greetings everyone, hello and welcome back once more to Anno 1800. How very good of you to join and stick around, take a cup of coffee, sit back, relax and enjoy. Well, summer is over, at least in Austria. We got some rainy 10 degrees outside today, and this is the perfect time to continue with a bit of, city building that we have here in our city center of Crown Falls, where we do have, a lot of unfinished business, that is, of course, primarily. Now, we were able to actually finally finish this district here for more investors, right? And we still have 2,700 engineers and 5,000 artisans. Let's just quickly check out if we have any oil again. No, we still don't have that much oil in, despite having additional oil production up. What I would like to do is I'm going to start with building a few more cargo ships and definitely also another oil tanker here, because we do have a bit of influence and I do want to get a bit more oil over here so we can continue with those buildings here to also upgrade to 2C sexy investors. Now, one thing I noticed is about those investors is here that, we are not quite there yet to get the skyscrapers done. And in this case here, chocolate, cigars, and steam carriages are missing. Two of them we can actually fix right away, or I would like to try to fix right away. We have a passive chocolate production in Manola, I think it was, and that leads to a negative, demand of 4, right? Now, we can actually do something here, and I found some nifty items once again, because I'm really in love with those items here. Of course, Faraz is here once again. We also have Susanna, the steam engineer now, and she actually affects the cab assembly line. That is something we're going to have now soon. Instead of steam motors, we process filaments, and we also produce light bulbs in addition. Also, and this is really nice now, we have the bakery here. Instead of flour, we process grain. Patissiere Patrice is affecting the bakery by another 40% productivity. And here's the real deal, that is the fine cake decorator, affects the bakery with 30% productivity and also produces chocolate in addition. This is all nice and dandy, but of course, only in combination do those items really make sense for us. So one thing that we can start now is the steam carriages, right? That is down here. That is actually super important to get this done as well. And for this, we have our latest production now here, the steam carriages, the cab assembly line. Now, I would like to use the new item. Influence-wise, this could be tricky because we will probably need a new trade union there again in order for this to work. Also, it's a huge building, so we do need a bit of space. What is the total consumption of steam carriages right now? We're looking at 2, so I think we might be looking at 3 cab assembly lines tops, right? Because, of course, we can also boost them then as well. So 3 of them should really do the trick for a long time. And yeah, there's this whole messy area here where we have the weapon factories. So what I would like to do is let's move those weapon factories down here for now. Once again, only for now. I'm a huge fan of this at that point. Let's just have them here, right? And delete the rest. We don't need that many weapons anymore. And by the way, we still have a brass production here as well that I also don't need. Boosting my attractiveness quite a bit again. This is all nice. And with that, we have a bit of space once more that I would like to use as well for this area. So we have then one huge industry zone here, more or less, for Crown Falls. And of course, we're going to have then one beauty area over here for Crown Falls as well. So that's, of course, coming together at some point. Now, of course, the main problem is that we have just way too many islands under our control. And that is also affecting my influence costs, but we need to keep those islands, so that's something I cannot really do right now. So what we can do is we can of course reduce some of my defenses, like here another flamethrower gone in Taborime for now. That gives me to 33%, and with that, with those 33 influences, we can actually build more trade unions again. We have one here that is still not built, unfortunately. That's for the bread, and then I will need another one here now for my cab assembly line, even though, wait a second, we have this one. Okay, actually, let's change that up. We have a nice light bulb surplus right now. And of course, there's going to be more light bulbs. And we have this blueprint trade union over here that I would like to build now for the influence. And instead of this, we are actually going to use these steam carriers right here by the light bulb production. Because we can actually boost then the remaining light bulb factories here. Also the steam carriages that are also producing light bulbs in addition, right? And with that, I mean, it's a very bulky factory, as we can see. Just see that we can perhaps make it so that we can actually squeeze all 3 here. That would be my ideal choice, right? So somehow this way, that should be possible. We don't need that double road here anymore. Yeah, very good, right? With that, we have one road going down. We even have a bit more space than here for something else. right? And this area, we might actually use this, yeah, for another warehouse anyway, because we're going to need them in this case here. And then I can actually build me 2 of those right away. For 230,000, yeah, money does not really play a role anymore. It's all about the steam motors and then the chassis that we also need here. Now, about the chassis, this one actually needs the caoutchouc and the lumberjack, so it's a really quick production, really. We have everything for this already in Crown Falls, and I can just basically build this. It gets boosted by electricity, so actually 2 of them will be fine already as long as they have access to electricity. Now, in that case, we are going to move down here again. I'm not entirely sure that I really need them with the items. So that's going to be the main question. Let's just see. We have the electricity going here. So building one of those here actually gets me the electricity already. And then we have another one here for this one, right? So we might actually try to extend the range. With that, we can actually have both of them here. Both of them are electrified, getting boosted. Let's build them together with that warehouse right here. Now they're getting caoutchouc and the 2,500 logs that we have in stock to produce with the chassis. And with this, we have now everything actually ready for that. However, I still want to get the items in, of course. That's the Susanna. And this one here processes now filament and produces light bulbs in addition. And with that, we should immediately see also the boost here that we have now additional 2 tons in. Sorry, I need to check this out again. Where's that? Oh, it's over here where she's attacking me now. That's okay. Let's take care of them. That's actually an advanced battlecruiser there again. She's not attacking the main building though at the moment. Yeah, by the way, those ships here. What is this? That looks very interesting. Right. Let's send them. There's no more mishunt ships in this area. So let's send them all over into this region. And then at some point back to the New World. Let's actually take care of them with my ships. Yeah, she's actually losing health here. And there we're entering already. Taking care of this nasty battlecruiser. Yeah, it's too fast for me to really coordinate. Oh, that was nice. That was a hit and it was a lot of damage too. So she's losing that advanced battlecruiser. And she's also going to lose this one here, of course. As it really can't outrun our Bismarcks there. I just love them, honestly. We have 4 of them now. Another one was finished in Crown Falls. How can you not love these ships? There you go. Let's actually get them over here. So once the white flag goes out, she also loses that last island. And I think she is then completely gone from Mbesa. Right, so there is no more mishunt ships here. And that's also the last island that we've taken then. Let's send those back to the New World. I might go for... Tommasi, there it is. Because we are going to need those ships here in this corner there somehow, right? There's also, by the way... yeah. Once again, Tommasi. And also this one here. The oil refinery. So we should have now the steel beam production working. There it is. So that we have actually steel beams coming in now. And with that, we have the oil then coming in again. But we really need to fix this here. Otherwise, we're lacking the oil for Crown Falls. Right. That was the triple explosion now. So this exploded 3 times in a row. This oil refinery here. Strange things. I'm actually just going to build me another fire station here. Just to lower the risk of fires even further. But it's more or less scripted. So there's not that much I can do all the time. Alright, but let's get the steel. Now, another thing is I had to uninstall one of the add-ons, the mods that we're using for the Hacienda. And this actually causes now all of my jornaleros to be lower on the population tier. So this leads to a negative 1,000 jornaleros that we have right now. Despite not having that many ruins. There is some ruins, right? But it's not the main cause for this. There's a few more ruins here, but this is not commuter peered, so this is not connected, right? And this one has also no connection. So it's all about the workforce that we still need to tackle here. So let's actually work on some Manola industry, by the way. This would have been fantastic. How can we make this? Where's the bridge possible? I think it was here. Because there should be a bridge possible here somehow. There it is, right? Unfortunately not like this. That's a missed opportunity. There should be a bridge possible here. Only like this though. Alright. It's not as clean as I would like to have it, right? You can have another one then here. Make that connection and then to make that road up into this region. And then we have it over there. This is looking absolutely atrocious though. So let's have it look like that. That's cleaner. And the same goes for this. Let's actually stop here to have that crossing over. Yeah, we just need to go by the rules of the terrain here. There's not that much else that I can do. About those buildings, we're going to make a service block out of this. That is also then just cleaner overall, right? If I have them together here. Might actually, if I can do this, work on a bigger fire station here. We can do this very good. Let's get rid of that one and just have a big one right here in the service district then as well, right? This is going to count for a lot of sectors now. There we have then the entrances through that, right? And around it we can just go ahead with more buildings. These guys. And definitely also over here. High density zone, that is. That's the important thing here. And just along the river, let's have this road. To get us all these people in. There you go. And down here we can actually close it off with the rail tracks that we have then to create this whole new district over there. Yeah, countering my negativity there a bit. It's still very low though, right? Yeah, the chapel is also something that we should push here. Just behind my marketplace then as well. Alright, at this point, there it is. Also, Gaia, it has arrived and we're going to get us these steel beams. And yeah, let's just get the full 92 because I'm pretty sure we're going to need more again than here as well. And also some bricks in Tommasi once more. Very good to fix this oil production. Let's head back immediately to Crown Falls again. 9 more minutes for the Research Institute. That's fine. That gives me a bit of time. The chassis production is in full swing, so we are having that. By the way, here, put down there for now. We're going to keep that area. And that means also we have now, yeah, the steam carriage production up and running, right? Next, we have now the Susanna Engineer. So since this is now in full production, we have now, yeah, a nice surplus of 4 tons of the light bulbs. And the steam carriages are working at 2 surplus that we have right now. So next in line, we could actually also go then for the Ferraz guy to also boost me all my light bulb productions. I think though for now this should be fine. This is also super nice. Light bulb factory production is affected by that with Professor Ram Devi, and he also produces penny farthings, spectacles, pocket watches, steam carriages and sewing machines in addition. All the light bulb factories. However, only every 16th ton on average. This is, yeah, a minor boost, but it affects a lot of productions. I might actually go ahead and boost them with that. Oh. No, they're not affected with this, right? It's a tiny boost, but it's at least something that works in addition. I think it's 1 ton in addition for some of these factories. Yeah, it's okay, I guess, right? We've had better items already. I might actually need to replace this again with something else then. There is for us. Let's also get him in. He's actually then also affecting now my cab assembly lines so that we really have a nice output of steam carriages. That brings me now to the next production we want to boost, and that's my bakeries. Over there we have them, right? There's my trade union. We can build it now. I'm going ahead with this, and we're going to make a couple of changes here now. Let's just see. How's my grain looking? Fantastic. There's no need for anything else. Oh, we're also getting the administrator influence boost because we have built so many trade unions now. And here now, finally, we can go ahead. Yeah, Patissiere Patrice. That would be the bakery. Not that useful, right? Because actually we have Ferraz 3 times still. And Ferraz is affecting all of these factories here. That is way better than Patissiere Patrice, honestly. So if I go ahead with this, we just boost a lot more factories with this. Very important is the fine cake decorator now that produces the chocolate. Let's just see. We have a chocolate deficit now. 16 it is. Yeah, of course it's less, right? So if I take everything into account, a deficit of 4. Let's go ahead and activate this item here for my bakeries. And the deficit for chocolate, we're producing now 13 tons in addition. Holy cow. Once again, very nice, right? So we now have a surplus of 9 tons of chocolate per minute. With that, yeah, we say goodbye to chocolate deficit for quite some time, because 9 tons in addition is amazing. We can further go ahead and of course now use the baker. Instead of flour, the bakeries affect now grain. This is though problematic because, you know, it's one item slot that we're wasting for just those factories here, right? We could also just use another very powerful item to boost all of them. Tricky, honestly. Let's activate it for now, right? And with that, theoretically, we don't need those flour mills anymore because now we just consume grain. We don't need flour anymore at all. It is a tiny boost, really, right? Because those windmills are rather cheap. But yeah, with that, we have this space now available to us. Let's just see if I will need to move the bakeries at some point, because I would like to have then some more boosting here, but for now this is okay. With that, only grain is now affected by that. In addition, we produce chocolate. Now, one thing that this leads to though is of course a huge surplus in bread. The problem here is that if we're full on bread, the bakeries don't produce anymore, right? And that also leads to no chocolate production. So we need to keep the flow going here. And that means I need to export more bread than ever now in the docklands. This is a bit of a pressure there to get the things done. Problem is, we have quite a surplus on many goods right now. I think tallow is actually something that we still need to get out there. We have the penny farthings that are actually quite low there right now. So I might actually export some penny farthings. Do we still have some licenses for... export office. 3 more we can actually build. Very good. 1, 2, so we can have a full block actually over here of those export offices. And yes, I know the docklands are a mess. But since there's so many things we need to focus on, it's hard for me to really focus on the right layout for the docklands right now. Even though the pressure from his hunt is pretty much gone at this point, so we might go for the dockland restructure at some point soon. Now, what should we import here? We have a lot of new productions, right? For example, we have the saxophones. That is the new need that we have, the lifestyle need to make people happy. 1-to-1, so this would be a nice area to dump my resources. Yeah. But then we can't explore the new saxophone production chain anymore, so that's also not that nice. We still want to unlock a few more products though, and one of them is caoutchouc. There it is. To make us independent from the caoutchouc production, right? And in that case, we need to import more tallow. And yeah, let's go ahead with exporting 1,500 bread right away. We are probably also full on tallow, is that right? Yeah. I will need to dump all the tallow we have. So let's take one of my cargo ships here, and also my Royal Clipper, and just dump it. We don't need it, right? It's absolutely worthless to us. And I want to get my trade going. I want to get my bread out, and I want to unlock me a few more productions. There's my next oil tanker, Lito it's called.
Ship under attack.
Ah, come on. Can't be serious, right? Yeah, the white flag is over. So we can now take the last island of Misant here. In Taborime. There you go. Easy, even though not as easy as I thought it would be. As this one definitely takes quite some hits.
Attention, Admiral.
That doesn't affect the buildings, right? Nope, only affects ships.
Enemy's resistance is crumbling.
There you go. And last island gone.
It cannot be.
All production buildings provides electricity. This is a very good item. It's free electricity for any kind of production building. Might actually want to get this one to Crown Falls quickly. I'm going to keep the 3 Bismarcks here. They're here now to protect Nbesa, right? Forever, basically. In Nbesa, by the way, we should have now, down here, there it is, the building materials that I wanted. Let's upgrade this trading post. And by the way, there's also once again quite the... Oh, look at that! The recipes, the ship plans to build the improved versions of the Royal Warship and the gunboat. That's also pretty nice. We can build those versions now. A bit late, of course, but it's possible. Let's activate the trade route again. And since there are no more mishunt, let's also purchase that schooner here for 1 influence. Because this schooner here is going to be a trade route for the spices that we have from this island here. We don't have any workforce here, nor am I willing to build up a commute pier for the influence cost. Just for a tiny spice island. So let's just build us a few houses here. Really not much, and I hope they're not going to riot at all. Right, and with that we can get the spices, and we know that we do need 4 spice farms for now, and this is actually then also 60 shepherds that we need for that, short-term wise. Of course, we can always build a few more houses here. And we can also see on the terrain of this island, that's just nice, we have this mountain here that kind of like separates then the village, right, from the farms that we're going to have over there. Nope, actually not. This is the only river slot we have on this island. Yep, so this is the only area I can really boost. That means let's actually move the whole village to that side here, as far away as possible. Because I want to use as much space as possible for my farms that we have then here. Right, so this is the water pump. Yeah, let's build it blueprinted for now. Then make sure that we are using this whole space here. Let's actually build it now. All the way down here. And let's just hope that we can actually squeeze in the 4 already. I might then use my canals to get over here as well. This is though, yeah, stretched, right? So this will all be very stretched. All the way to that side, but at least it is possible.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Right, I think that's my war fleet. Yep, that's my warships. Let's take them all and secure this area here now in the new world. Alright, also, lots of things once again. Research Institute phase 2 has been finished and we're working on the 3rd stage. We have everything ready, 1,000 engineers. So glad I haven't upgraded all of them yet for this beautiful building here. That also marks the thumbnail of the series. I love it. It's my favorite building in Anno 1800. The Research Institute. The water is still moving through the canals. Here. Bear with the road. And let's start with our spice farms. Yep, this should be... actually, doesn't really matter. Right, let's have a depot here. And then we have this depot here anyway. That's number 1. Let's just see how many fields we need. 128. Ooh, nice. We have a farm that doesn't require that much space. After all, this is always a nice bonus. This one, actually we don't need those farms there.
Oh no, how unspeakably awful.
And then we can squeeze in one more here. For these guys. Ah, this is nasty. Let's make this a bit different. There you go, this already works out. Let's build all 4 of them. Together with the warehouse to start the spice production now. No more upgrades. Yeah, as I can see, you know, we can have another 4 here easily. Another 2 or 3 here. And then we have this space over there as well for a bunch more farms. So this is going to be great anyway. Oh, there is a bit of a problem here. There was this canal there that we need to fix for this whole thing. How many more canals do we have, by the way? Yeah, 230. This is close, but it's fine. This one still needs a road connection. Now with that, let's start the spice trade route. So it's something that I've really never used that much. It's way too much for a little schooner, but immunity is going to do the job here just fine. And we're going to move this to, of course, the end basin trade routes only. So here we have now 3 trade routes working for us. All going to Taborime. Very nice. Now, I think the scholar productions we haven't finished yet. Helium expert affects the gold mines. Huh? The building now processes industrial lubricant, the gold mine? And produces helium in addition. Why does the gold mine produce industrial lubricant? No idea. We'll just see how that works out.
Only reporting in.
interesting item there for sure. Alright, that's the last good that we need for our main mission here. Getting over there. So now I just need the industrial buildings for this. So we still have this area available there. Lobsters are coming in now. The TAF is coming in. For this we need the TAF mill. Yeah, over here most likely. We don't need a lot of them, right? So I might actually just go ahead and have the 4 that we need here. It's never going to be more than that. And the seafood stew, of them we need actually quite a few. And I would like to have them as far away as possible here at the beach.
The city has grown more beautiful.
A whopping 4 of them, right? And they're hopefully, yeah, they're not touching it with the TAF mill. So there's no transportation between those 2 of them. And let's start with those 2 and that one over there to finally have that next production up and running. Once again, some beautiful buildings here. These look especially beautiful. And with all of that, my elders are now getting then also their seafood stew. This is a production surplus right now of 2, so that should be fine then. By the way, I noticed something else is down though, and that is my dried meat. Ah, yep, that was because the salt was down, right? But it's working again, so this should not be a big problem. Ah, hello. Battle cruiser. I think she's docking her ships over here when she arrives in Embesa. There's another one. A reaver ship. Let's just take care of the battle cruiser. Alright, also Tommasi has its materials again, so let's finally repair that oil refinery. There's... oh yeah, by the way, let's also upgrade that storage here. It was still a small storage. Now we have everything here again. The Honolerians are not particularly happy. The chaplain though. I think we're boosting that a bit too much. Is it the coffee? It's the coffee. We don't need to do this, honestly. We don't rely on that surplus coffee beans anymore. Let's head back to Crown Falls again. Because here we have 7 more minutes for Tobias to arrive to get us that huge export for the tallow. I might actually... we still don't have the caoutchouc. And for the coffee, we need to import chocolate, 1,800. And we need to import also some plantain. Let's also use my bread for this. Right? To get us as much of that as possible. 1,500? Yeah, that we can do. Right? And with that, we have a nice export of this. And we also unlock a few more additional products in the docklands. That's that. Yeah. And there's no chocolate production right now, as obviously we are full on that. We still have the cigars left, right? The steam carriages are fulfilled now too, leading to an income of almost 500,000. That's without any propaganda. That's just crazy. And now we need the cigars. So we need that money, of course, for the skyscraper still. Just as expected, Miss Hunt is settling over here in the north. That's actually okay for me, right? Because that's far away, and we do have our ships then close by over here. So whenever she tries to get in, we have our ships available. I also have 4 more warships here as well. This is a very important region for us, so we definitely will need that protection as much as possible. Those fields are not working fully. Production is at 100%. And we also have some ruins here. Oh, really? Oh, it's just an airship attack, but usually there's then more ships coming in. There they are. Yeah, she's trying to... oh, she is going to take Drumtout. It's undefended, so in this case, you will have an easy time with this.
Attention for the Admiral.
Get the rest of my warships a bit more to the center, so that in the future we can react a bit faster. Now with the trade route working again for Tommasi, we finally have a bit more surplus oil once more in my storages, and for that I would like to build me the next power plant. And of course it's this area, right? So we have this district here still that I'm working on, that has lots of workers and farmers. Let's actually upgrade the farmers. Let's upgrade the workers. Yeah, that's the takeover here. It's okay. It's a meaningless island for me right now. And then 5,000 artisans also want to be upgraded. Let's go ahead and get those guys going. There's still some workers over here. And those artisans over here. With that, we can actually move the school a bit further away from here. And use this area. I think that's the best area we can do. Or actually a bit further to the north, I think, here.
Ship under attack.
To have not that much overlapping. Or perhaps even here. No, I want to get as many of them as possible. There will be some overlapping, that's okay. It's going to be this area, and the only thing we need to do here really is that entrance going in.
Can't hold out much longer.
Right, and with that the problem has been solved. One more thing we need though is a road here. So that we also get to this area here and affect them all. Perfect. And there's lots of dirt roads here still. Go ahead and also upgrade them as well. No one wants that, but thanks for taking it anyway.
Ship under attack.
So that's that. There's the oil now flowing, and we'll be able to upgrade them to investors again, getting me a bit more influence on top of everything. Let's actually take those 2 engineers also and move them so we finish this row that we have there going. Just along the central plaza area then. I would, by the way, also like to use another trade route here. Another trade export or import, and that is for the harps. So this is a 1-to-1 actually, that makes it really expensive, I guess. Let's go ahead and actually import us some, 448 tons of harps as well. This is important because the harps are one of these new products that we need to fulfill here to get a bit of happiness out of the investors, right? And I want to get their happiness up ASAP there as well. And we have way too many advanced weapons anyway. Tobias is coming in. There he is. I'm looking forward to this trade, because it will affect a lot of systems that we have now. Also, my bakeries are not producing anything right now. We're full. Of course, working a bit more storage might also be one of my things here. We can, by the way, upgrade the harbor area once again. The main harbor building for Crown Falls. That's another 250 tons of storage. Yeah, it's okay. It's not something. Let's build another bakery, by the way. Want to get that chocolate production up and running there. Alright, there's Tobias. We should be unlocking also a few more goods now on the road. By the way, this Royal Clipper gets back to Elias. There's the trade. And with that, we have now the... Come on, there it is. The fried plantains unlocked. And we should be one step closer towards the coffee. Where's my coffee beans? There's my coffee. There's the chocolate now, so we need to import another 1,800 tons of chocolate, and then we can actually unlock the coffee, and this will be another huge victory for us, because we make us a bit more independent from the New World, which is one of my main goals. For the caoutchouc, we need a bit more tallow. That's okay. Let's keep this import up and running, and we also exported some bread again. I'm out of trade routes. We are full on fur anyway, right? We don't need fur anymore. So let's get rid of that, and instead import us the chocolate, also with advanced weapons, and let's just say 1,800 in total I want to import. And with that, with the next trade then, we should be able to unlock us the coffee as well. Lots of boosting there, so far so good. We still have room in the industry zone. I can't wait to use my next productions here, probably the elevators, as we move closer and closer now to skyscrapers. And also, I would like to work on first airships then, right? Stay tuned.
Your people didn't seem that happy.
I will not be placated.
You gained an influence bonus.